Over to another garden update. This guy right here, he's been visiting a lot. I don't know if he's good or bad. He's probably a bad, but he's been visiting a lot. Now this lettuce, we're starting to get into the really warm season here, so this lettuce, I'm gonna see how it does, but this part of the lettuce did okay, and then the other side didn't do as good. Probably getting not enough light here, but the problem is that I think as we get into the hotter season, it's just not gonna do well, so I might switch some of these out for pineapples and just let those mature a bit, then take them out when they're ready and they get bigger. Now what I used are some of these bottles just to buy me time. Just to buy me time, I put these and how you can reuse bottles. And look at the production on this. This is ready to transplant. It was ready to transplant a long time ago. You can see it's got roots coming out the bottom, so I could transplant this. You can see it's got some aphids. What I've been liking to do though, is put these on the top. That way I can watch the aphids, I can control them much better. So what I'm probably gonna do is, I'm gonna transplant this high so I can see these aphids. I can actually wipe out these aphids just with my hand in about 30 seconds. So that's the plan. I wanted to wait till it got cool, till the sun is not so hot and penetrating when I do the transplant. I'm gonna show you how to transplant these where you're not gonna damage the roots. So we're probably not gonna be able to reuse this bottle, but I did get some use out of it. I'm going to show you how to cut it and not damage the roots.
Yeah, a bigger plant to fill out, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in a bigger container right now.
Oh, you got, yeah.
I'll transfer it.
What is it?
This is kale.
Oh, okay. I'll get some of that.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the top where I can watch it and monitor it.
This is like important for us to eat.
I'm just showing people how do you cut them out. Because what you do is you cut them out like this on both sides, equal sides. Trying to hit the roots.
They're contaminated. They just put the porch. It's beautiful out here. Nice, green. We need another chance.
Do you see how? Yeah, just
like
peel it back like that. That way you keep the roots.
It's like a cheap potato. So you put it in like nice pot.
You put it. These are good to have above your head. That way you can really watch the bottom of the leaves where these tend to have the most aphids. So now I got this guy, this kale up here. It took off most of the aphids. A few up here. I'm gonna water this guy so let the roots settle in a little bit. Gets more established here in the container. Could probably start harvesting some of these outer leaves. So basically, yeah, you're gonna cut it out like this, and that's what you'll be left with. I'll probably get these out pretty soon now because they're in really small containers, and these roots they can dig pretty deep. Like if you give them some more room, they'll go a lot deeper than this really shortly. I'm going to show you how forgiving these are to take out. I really like how fast the process is, so I'm going to give it some more deeper roots. This green tea right here, really pretty plant, really stealthy plant. This is a shrub, tall shrub that you could stealthily put in your front yard and just use it as a shrub and pick the green leaves, green tea, real green tea, make a white tea, oolong tea, black tea. You know, white tea is really prized. This is the same thing, the same plant. Really easy process, is not too hard to do. So I'm going to put these in a little bit bigger containers. Give it a little bit more room, wiggle room, until I get even bigger containers. Like, you know, maybe some of these, and You know, I got some bananas I need to put in some 5-gallon containers, and until I get more space planned out here. So yeah, I saw some people trying to grow green tea in Georgia, and they were having some problems during the winter time. The frost would get to them, but here in South Florida, we really don't have a frosty time of the year, hardly ever. So these have done really good over the winter and spring. You can see right there, that root is ready to go out. It's protruding out. And it's pretty forgiving plant as far as transferring that I found. You can see I pretty much have it. I'm not damaging the root. So that's another good thing to like about the green tea. So let's give it some more wiggle room. I think it's a great idea. So if you're in a warm climate, you should be growing green tea, because a lot of green tea now is coming out of Fukushima, coming out of Japan, where you have contamination from the Fukushima explosions of those reactors. So, and then China, they have their problems because they produce so many things with their manufacturing that they have a lot of pollution and smog zones. I think they said that most of their rivers, probably not even worse than the United States, are polluted, where you can't even drink the water. So, and they said that aluminum counts are really high in their produce, and a lot of different metals are found. So that's something definitely to consider. Be a good crop for you to grow in your front yard. A good stealthy crop. It's gonna basically be like a big bush. You can just trim it. When you trim it, you hedge it, and you can process that and have it as a fresh green tree. And you get the first peak, and it's really a refreshing drink. So here we go.